So today we're talking with Nancy Belliveau-Poirier, the tourism coordinator for the city of Campbellton. Hello.
Hi, Natasha. How are you? Thank you so much for inviting us to come and talk to you.
Oh, it's awesome. I wish we could do this in the real face-to-face.
That would be much nicer.
Yeah, Sunday soon. So there's no soft way of putting this, but Campbellton has been hit pretty hard in the last few weeks with the second wave of the coronavirus. How are people, how are operators taking this new reality?
Well, you know, I'm not going to lie. Some days are tough, and some days are even tougher. But we're not going to get beaten down. I mean, we're a close community. We're staying together. We're staying strong. So that's what we have to keep going. I mean, we had different challenges as we were going in. So, I mean, Quebec is usually our biggest target market. So with the borders being closed, we know that we're not going to have that market coming in. The provincial visitors information centers have not opened in New Brunswick. So that was a big jump in our area. And then when we had the outbreak at the end of May, that was another big challenge to try to overcome. But together we're staying strong. We're helping each other out. Something that I should mention is that we're not just a city. We're really a region. So we're all neighbors. The communities in New Brunswick are close communities from Quebec. I mean, we support each other economically. So it's definitely a challenge not being able to come and go as we once did. It's a new adaptation. And it's definitely a challenge, like I mentioned.
We're seeing some difficulties, but we're also seeing some I would say, how can I say that? Not resentment, but we're seeing a little bit of hesitation for people to plan trips in the north, in your region. So how are operators preparing for the summer? How are they perceiving this? How are they making the best? Are they innovating? What is being done in order to make this an opportunity and not necessarily something that defeats?
Going back to the orange phase was plain and simple, no fun. I mean, a lot of operators, as everybody else, were slowly starting to open up and be able to offer their services once again. So going back to orange, we've had to limit the interaction. Some businesses are finding it very hard. I foresee some businesses not being able to survive. We've had to be creative, develop new ways of trying to offer our different services to the people. As when you were talking about the stigma that's been given to the Restigouche, I hope people can get over that. Yes, we had an outbreak. They're all linked to one another. We're not all walking around with the big sign that says, watch out, here we go, we're coming to get you. So hopefully people will be able to understand that this can happen everywhere. This can happen at any time. And we've seen it not just in our province, but in different provinces, in different countries. So it's something that we have to really think about. And we have to understand also that everybody's going to be different. So everybody's anxiety levels are going to be different. Everybody's fears are going to be different. Everybody's understanding levels will be different. The comfort levels will be different. So it's really, it's not easy, but you have to really try to be considerate and kind to one another. So the businesses are finding it hard. They've been creative. So some have taken the time to either renovate, decorate, add windows to their businesses that maybe they didn't have, take out windows and stuff like that. So overall, they've been pretty good. But I mean, it's still a challenge. We know that this year will be very, very challenging overall. We're hoping that people won't be too afraid to come and visit us. We invite you to come and visit us. We invite you to come and discover what we have in the Restigouche, maybe to rediscover what we have in the Restigouche. So this year, we're going to be focusing a lot more on New Brunswick, trying to get New Brunswickers to come and visit us way up north. Where are we? All the way up. Just keep driving up, 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 up. That's where we are. And I mean, there's a ton of stuff to do in the Restigouche area. So if you just, I'm going to focus on Campbellton for just a couple of minutes. I mean, you've got the Campbellton, Restigouche Esplanade in the waterfront. So you can stroll along the waterfront. You've got a campground that's available for you. The views are simply amazing, like one of the world's best sunsets. You can, like, it's incredible to see them here. We've got Restigouche, largest salmon in the world. We've got some cultural monuments that you can come and see, water parks. I mean, the civic center is available, hopefully soon when we go back to the yellow phase, just like our tennis courts and whatnot. But overall, the views are just incredible. On top of that, I mean, you've got the Restigouche River and the Bay of Chaleur that you can fish, you can canoe, you can kayak. There's so many different water sports that can be taken. We can't forget our provincial parks. So we've got the Sugarloaf Provincial Park, Mont Carleton Provincial Park, both absolutely amazing parks. So quickly saying, Restigouche, we're really nature oriented. So there's lots of mountains, there's lots of rivers, there's lots of hiking, biking, walking. I mean,
And there's lots of social distancing.
lots of social distancing if you want to, and we need to. So, I mean, we've got lots of things that people can come and see.
And in terms of marketing, are you starting to market for the whole province, or and how are you hoping for that bubble to open to the Atlantic provinces, and what would that mean for you? And I know that the proximity for you to Quebec is a factor, but is there any discussion in opening by regions in Quebec itself?
There's talks, nothing has been decided. So, I mean, it would be great to see different borders opening. And it's not easy decisions for the government levels to try to make those decisions. I mean, they're getting information left and right. So it's evolving hourly, like things are changing constantly. So it's not easy for them to be able to say, no, we're not opening our borders until such a date, or yes, we may be able to open our borders. It would be great to be able to have a bubble with our neighborhood communities that are in Quebec. I mean, we're constantly in communication. We're constantly traveling to see each other. So, I mean, this has been just like everybody else. It's hard when you're not able to go visit your friends and family.
Sorry, my children were screaming. I was like, okay, pause here. And so, are there any special things going on this summer? I know that there's no festival, there's no events. I know that you have this amazing waterfront, you have these amazing parks and everything. What can people expect when they go to the Restigouche, knowing that there's going to be a few that's going to be still closed, like everywhere else in New Brunswick? Let's not, Restigouche and Campbellton area are not different. Like, there's going to be a lot of there's going to be a few, I shouldn't say a lot, of operators deciding not to open this summer. So what can people expect, and how do we invite them over?
Well, like you say, there's definitely going to be some changes. So we're not allowed to have gatherings, but for example, the Campbellton Salmon Festival is still taking place this year. They've not decided to cancel completely. Of course, we can't gather. Don't worry, people. That's not what we're going to be doing. But the committee decided to try to offer a bit more of a virtual aspect. So you're still going to be able to have some entertainment. You're still going to be able to have some kids' activities. Schedule should be out next week, just as a plug. So, I mean, they're still trying. Some festivals are not able to take place. I mean, we offer the Campbellton Bluegrass Festival that groups a whole lot of people under a tent. Well, even if we try to do it virtually, it's not going to have the same effect. So some festivals have had no choice but to cancel out. So it's definitely going to be different for festivals and events. But like I had mentioned, lots of hiking, lots of biking, lots of walking. You can come RVing. You can come for great motorcycle rides, because I mean, you're going up and along the coast, it's beautiful to see. You can stop in different small villages. Restaurants are willing to serve you. They're waiting for you. Lots of accommodations. So whether we're looking, like I mentioned, camping, we've got cottages, we've got bed and breakfasts, our hotels, they're here, they're waiting for you. Something that we like to pride ourselves on is our warmth and our hospitality. That hasn't changed. We're still the same people that we once were, way before this pandemic started. So we're still hoping to be able to get people to come and visit. I mean, we've got museums, microbreweries, golf clubs, golf areas, beaches. It's just, there's so many different things to try to list that it's hard to try to put into one little interview. But I mean, get in touch with us. We'll be able to help you out, plan a little bit of a vacation. It would be fantastic. It would be our pleasure.
Thank you so very much, Nancy. And we look forward to going to Campbellton region and the Restigouche and taking full advantage of what you have
Absolutely.
to offer.
Come and see our beautiful mountains, our beautiful waterways. And I hope that everybody has make the positive, try to find those silver linings and have the best summer that they can have.
Thank you again.
Thank you.